Once again I'm sitting with my own, contemplating contusions from catalysmic cartoons like harpoons digging into wombs of buffoons and balloons. Wondering why I'm once again alone, graphing this giraffe that's laughing and communicating with the thickening thyroids of catapulted tomb, throwing stones at mansions of glass that is doomed to be decadency at last of the gas that we left on this earth. Still searching for what I've been lurking since birth. All my words summed up laying in the dirt, and I heard like a cartoonist slurping and she is burping a purple thing until it's alerting the flailing red wing. Yeah, and I sing, I'm half Spaniard, have you heard? The other half is indeed a German. I'm not understanding a damn thing I'm doing, but I'm just grouping all my thoughts down with a pen, and then I'm an everlasting gobstopping while God is dropping the weight of the world from off both of his shoulders like boulders crashing down from up on top of this elevated, gold-plated, never satiated, decapitated skull like a dull quilt made of wool that was woven by hands from within the oven. And yes, I'm loving as I put the left glove in the crying space that I hate to watch dissipate as I lost. I should floss my ass more often, please. Cover your mouth when you're coughing. I'm laughing, I can't hear sound from around the bend. Please don't send spasms of sarcasms, beaming with the steaming translucent hues of an overgrowing yet underfooted wildfire that completely devoured the entire row of boats that drift along the pier. How weird, isn't it so, that we will never know exactly where it is that we will go, other than the predestined infested lesson that we are preordained to be guessing. And I'm betting that if you ain't shit and you've never held a Smith & Wesson, then I suggest you go to church to start confessing of how I'm the best in continuously testing my nut. Okay, so what? Okay, so what? Speechless, I'm at a loss, overgrowing like the blowing underside of the moss that's now shaking like the flaking forsaken that took a loss. Misshapen silver-laden knife that is berated as I'm being castrated by my wife for life as I waited in the water that lies beneath the fog. It is now becoming heavy and must you see the gold-plated confusing aura around it all. Since the last time that I waited, never was I satiated, not even once since I flew the nest of my cradle with the rest of the hateful, and like a grateful is never grateful with a plateful, carried out softly and with a ladle, then poured directly into battle, slithering 1 foot under the tub in which I do beseech. Yes, I indubiously implore thee forevermore, although yet somewhat horizontally on the floor. And at this very moment you might just be knocking at the door, but what for and on what floor will I score? Cause I need more like a orchid to deal without I will indeed transform into the dope, sick and crazed philanthropist that will twist my will like a mist from the window seal. Yes, very ill, and yet still I'm starting to feel my grip slipping on the wheel as I'm struggling to peel down my throat, and quite the feel. For real, should I stay back so that I can remove myself once again from atop the shelf where I've been always kept dry for the rainy days, formidable in many ways, in too many a picture portrays from their shattered graves like grains of sand for all of the things, all words written on my hand into this plan of coming to understanding this reprimanding, demanding damn thing that has me standing upwards with arms stretched. How far-fetching is this life, drawn out in this sketching, perplexing hex thing that is vexing my stretching understanding. Golden fin attached within the way out of bounds in this crystal ball and chained to the wall of fame and framed and cut back down to the same old boy in the faded threads of the tattered rags to riches and fame. How lame, now tame my tongue just for fun inside of the wide-eyed hallucinations of myself. Once I realized how to scrutinize my every thought, how about not have you got the time to resize these lies and to translate everything I obfuscate and separate the time that I wait for my hate to dissipate like an open discussion, open debate. Why am I here? Why am I alive? How did we survive inside of this beehive from where we drive to twist the knife, twist and pull, raging bull, never fool, yet not quite empty. Now I see this thing that is me. Now I can finally agree existentially that I'm free, although I'm still coping and groping, doping, like hoping in nothing is nothing, anything, offering, scoffing, coughing, laughing, and having a damn thing to keep clean in between the sheets inside of these dreams, reflecting like sunbeams through what apparently seems to be lowering the collective self-esteem, which goes